You are powerfully welcome to my channel once again. My name is Kenny. God bless you for watching and those that have subscribed. I want to use this medium to say thank you for your support. I'm not taking it for granted. God bless you. And if you are yet to subscribe, just kindly press the subscribe button. God bless you as you do so. Okay, today we are going to be looking at teenage and how parents can handle their teenagers. I've spoken on this channel about physical changes, and today I'm going to be talking about fight for identity. Teenagers and fight for identity. But before then, I want to list various ways by which you can support me on this channel. Number one way is to subscribe to my channel. Number two is to watch the videos. And number three is to share. And number four, comment. Kindly send your comments. Many a times we just watch and you go, I really want to get your feedback. I send your comments on this channel. Okay, and I have various type of products you can buy too. So specifically now, I wanted to pre-order for my bundle, teenagers, and now parents can handle their teenagers. It's loaded. I tell you, everything you need to know. Okay, don't let me say everything, but you're going to get a lot of values from this, bundle. Just pre-order, and you're going to enjoy that you do so. Okay, in that bundle, we talk about the teenage, the characteristics, physical changes. We also talk about fight for identity. Not only that, we also talk about teenagers and independence. We also talk about how you can point your teenagers to God. All of these are in this bundle. So like I've told you, another way to support me is to pre-order for this bundle. Thank you. Like I told you today, we're going to be talking about the teenage and fight for identity. An American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, ACAP, reports that the teenage years are marked by trying on independence through experimentation, which are very strange to parents, such as strange music, making new friends, dyed hair, odd person. Some go to the extent of experimenting alcohol, drugs, and sex. At this period of time, the teenagers want to figure out who they are, separate from their siblings. They want to try so many things to see what fits into them. Okay, so teenage is a period of profound discovery. That is why teenagers try to figure out who they are and seek independence. And how do they do this? They do this by experimenting so many things. They try on so many things to see what is acceptable to them. So at this stage, they try to experiment with different appearances and different looks, which are shocking to the parents or not acceptable. Okay, John's father was mad at him when he came home with a new haircut style, which was not, acceptable to the father. You see, many a times you see parents, shouting, "This is not acceptable here. This is not acceptable. You can't do this in my house." So that is why I call it a fight for identity. But you want to actually fight it out and, and try on different identity to see what will work for them. This is also a period of discovery, discovering hidden talents. So they try new activities to actually see what work for them. When they see their friend doing a particular thing, wearing looking a particular clothes or a particular look, they also want to try. They want to try so to see what fits them. Because at this stage, they have hunger to belong to friends and peer in their search for identity. And sometimes they can appear to be very rude when trying to form their own self-concept and sense of identity. Many a times too, they yield to peer pressure because of an attempt to fit in with their peers. So they just, you know, fall for peer pressure and for fear of being rejected. All of this, as you know, will come as surprise to parents. So, as teenager, in an attempt to build your self-concept and sense of identity, you need to be careful the way you do it. You need to be careful of negative peer pressure because this can, affect you negatively and that can affect the future. Uh, I remember a young man who was addicted to, you know, alcohol, was drunk and was crushed by a vehicle without even knowing, and from sleep like that, uh, he was crushed and died. So without any remedy. So he started as a teenager, probably because of a group of people he mingled with. I've also heard of someone on drug and was, crossing the road without checking and was knocked down by vehicle. And that was the end. We can see. So when you want to experiment, be careful what you go into because this can bring a serious addiction that you may find it so difficult to stop doing and carry it over to your, to carry it over to adulthood. So I would like to encourage you to start taking healthy risk as you are trying to find yourself. Take healthy risk. You can partake in a competition. You can answer questions in the class as in your search for identity. Okay, another thing I would like to tell you is to channel your energy on something productive. Don't just say you are searching for identity and you are doing self-hurt, something that will hurt you, something that will damage you, something that will destroy your life. I don't want you to go to that direction. Okay, and I would like you to do your SWOT analysis. What do I mean by that? SWOT analysis: know your strengths, know your weakness, your opportunities, and your threats. Know your strengths. So when you discover your strengths, you'll be able to use it. What do you do to your strengths? You should use it. So when you discover your strength, you'll be able to use it for something productive. A lot of young people are doing great things. John, at the age of 17, released the first single and then is doing fine for himself. Okay, at the age of, I think, 19, Peter became an entrepreneur. He was in 200 level or 300 level and he tried a business. And by the time he finished from school, he had become, an entrepreneur, doing well for himself, doing well. By the time he finished serving, or while he was serving, he has got 3 shops with about close to 10 uh, employee. So he started from a teenager. I remember a particular guy too, a teenager in the year 2020 during COVID time, who was struggling to pay school fees, struggling to pay for, NECO, WAEC. Is it WAEC? I'm not even sure whether WAEC or JAMB, registration. He wanted to register for an examination anyway, and there was no money, and he just tried. Because of his energy, he knew he has the energy. And he went to take, Keke Mara, and he did that. He was able to pay. He did that on credit. He paid, he bought another one, and he was able to pay for his examination. Another thing he wanted to do. He just tried it. So your search for identity, know your strengths. Know your strength, build on your strength, make use of your strength so that it can grow. So you also need to know your weakness. What do you do about your weakness? You improve on your weakness. You improve on your weakness. Don't allow your weakness to destroy your life. Don't allow your weakness to destroy you. Just improve on your weakness. Don't say that's my weakness, I'm going to remain like that. No, because your weakness can have a negative effect on you and on your future. Okay? What was your opportunity? your opportunity. Don't allow your opportunity to to be wasted. Don't allow your opportunity to be wasted. Everything you are doing now, look at your life. What opportunity do you have? Use it. That you are going to school could be an opportunity which you don't need to. You need to make something good out of it. You don't need to waste it. That you have parents is an opportunity. A lot of opportunity. Just look around you. Look at opportunity you have. Make sure you use that opportunity without wasting it. Another thing is your threat. What is a threat to you? Look at it, and because your threat can limit you, don't allow it to limit you. If you are conscious that this is a threat, you just need to, be conscious that this is a threat and put it in perspective so that it will not affect you. For me, while growing up, I was raised by my mother at the initial stage of my teen years, and it was a serious threat because I remember many a times I'll feel so sad when I see, other children with their parents, and I'll feel so sad that what happened to me? Why is my life like this? It was a threat. If not properly handled, it can actually affect me. I can think of doing something else. We see people in that situation, before you know it, somebody will just come around them and tell them you are beautiful, and that is how they will just fall for, any temptations around them. So don't allow that. And I will say this too: always think about the excuse me, always think about the consequences of your choice before you take it, because some, choices can be so dangerous and damaging, can have damaging effect on you. So you have to think through. So think through your choice or choices and make healthy ones. So this is so in your search. This is so important in your search for identity. Okay, another thing I would say is build your confidence. Don't allow your friends to influence you negatively. If you don't build confidence, whatever your friends say whether it is good or not, you want to follow, because you don't want to be rejected by them. Stand on your own and have confidence. Okay, that is where I'm going to stop today. Okay, put a comment, ask your question. If you have, got any value from this video, just let me know how it's helping you. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't forget as well to subscribe. Just press it right now.